watching us can make up their own mind.
The Crier Report on the Fox News Channel.
It is the job of a president to pay the price for his people and his decisions.
Computer, what's the source of these transmissions?
Unknown. System records altered. Unable to trace.
You started the Civil War back home, Sheridan. The people who died are your responsibility.
Welcome back. I'm continuing my conversation with actor Bruce Boxleitner. He's the star of the hit sci-fi series Babylon 5. The fight to get this on took about 5 years. It's now been, I'm sort of worried that you all are already projecting the finality for this.
We're actually in our 5th season, and the author-creator, Joe Straczynski, really intended it to be a 5-year story. That's all he wanted to do with it. And I don't know what the future of it will be. We're in the last, we've got about 6 more episodes and we're done with the 5th season. And
hasn't there been a conversation? Can't you tell us there's life after 5?
Well, you know, science fiction, anything can happen.
Well, the internet has been very, very important in this series.
Huge.
Keeping it on?
Keeping it on, constantly, constant discussions about it. See, if nothing else, if the show just got people thinking and talking and like all, I think, good entertainments, people see things in there that might not have been intended, but they're at least thinking and they're seeing, and they have a version of it, and they're, you know, expressing it to their friends on the internet. We have many, many web pages for Babylon 5. It's amazing. It was a whole new world to me when I got on it. I was not aware of it. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
my wife and I get in it all the time.
Yeah,
we get in the chat rooms and see what they're saying. And
well, now, you're braver than I am. I simply read this stuff on there. But you've been a science fiction, NASA, space fan for a long, long time.
I was very, very fortunate. My first going down to a shuttle launch, we were invited because we have a big following of Babylon 5 at NASA.
Yeah.
A big fan club. And
now I understand they actually get together at lunch and,
yes, they do.
Watch the tapes.
They watch the tapes on the big screens that some of the old missions were seen on. And we saw STS-84 where Mike Foale was going up to replace Jerry Linenger on the Mir station.
Mir, yeah.
No one quite knew then what adventure he was about to undertake when he was the American up there when the collision happened with
Well, to tell me the
Soyuz,
truth, I understand that you believe in aliens. Now, I read a quote. No, come on. I read a quote that you said we will likely kill the first aliens who arrive because we did it before in Roswell.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know. I don't know if that's an exact quote, but you know what? Maybe that's a pessimistic side.
Out of the Washington Post in 1995, you said it.
All right. Washington Post, I can't argue. We'll shoot them.
It wasn't the Inquirer. It was,
well, you know, human nature, it's the terrible side of us, the dark side of us, is that what we don't understand, we tend to try to destroy sometimes. I'm being pessimistic. But I believe there are other life forms out there. I don't think I'm being not religious or anything like that. I think that we can't be the only life in the universe. It's preposterous. There's no one of anything on this planet. Everything is, you know, so how can there be only one world? I can't understand why anyone thinks.
And do you like the way the future is being portrayed in this series? I mean, is there a...
Well, I think I think there's some good things being said. A lot of times this thing is about the choices we make, taking the responsibility for the consequences of those choices. My character has to constantly deal with that. I think those are good lessons for people to learn. Taking the responsibility. It may not be fun, but for your choice, you have to take it, you know.
I'm very glad that TNT picked it up.
Oh, you are.
It is a fascinating story, Babylon 5. Bruce Boxleitner, I hope you don't have any immediate plans after the 5 years are up.
No, I kind of like it in space.